What's good, everybody? That's not. Wait, that's not the channel. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Welcome to Echo 4. Yeah, my name is the Mad Prince. And yeah, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Booty Monique.
It's your girl Drea.
And it's your boy Ken-san.
Right. And welcome to another what the fuck did we call this series and shit?
Throwback Showdown.
There we go. That shit. The premise being we look back on old television shows. It seemed like it's been anime thus far, so let's just say old anime for the time being, and then we talk shit about it. And like, yeah, we came out with a Sailor Moon episode. Boy, we had some shit to say about Sailor Moon. God damn it.
You had a lot of shit to say about Sailor Moon.
I mean, the mini moon chick who put the Glock to her mother's head, that's my spirit animal, low key.
That was my favorite moment of that whole anime. That's my favorite moment. When I saw that in the recap, I was like, yes. I was dying laughing. I was like, this sticks to me just because of that.
So this is the second episode, and I thought I'd do things a little different. I kind of want niggas to argue. That's real, and niggas is likely going to be arguing with this episode, as the premise is, which is better, Dragon Ball Z or Yu Yu Hakusho, both of them respectable shonen anime that has basically been a gateway drug for a lot of people. We gonna touch upon every aspect of like both series and compare the two of them, and basically whatever aspect that we are going to be arguing on, I'm gonna need all three of you to basically choose a hill to die on, and like Dragon Ball Z or Yu Yu Hakusho. I told you niggas will be fighting today. I came here for discourse and bloodshed.
His nigga tree is over 9,000.
You know what, let me down. Hey, watch my technique. Just damn.
I can't believe I watched you too.
I'm not sure if I'm feeling that technique.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it either, because I
need a refill.
Yeah, that's why I went to go grab the sake. It is only right. Seeing if you talk about Japanese shit. Let's not talk about my alcoholism. All right, so let's get into this shit. First thing we gonna talk about, the setting. Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho both have a unique setting. Dragon Ball takes place in like some distant future. Yu Yu Hakusho takes place more, well, it's a 90s anime and it clearly reflects that. So choose a side to die on. Which do you think has a better setting?
Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
What do you think, Drea? I'm gonna need to hear reasons why afterwards. So I need to hear arguments. Sure. And you know me, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll choose whatever the fuck. Whatever.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, just whatever.
Because really it's like because Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't have an expansive universe like DBZ, unfortunately.
Well, it's still what's the hell? What's the hell you want to die on?
Better. I do prefer one better, but I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, that's the hill. That's the hill. Pick.
I'm gonna go with Yu Yu. I fucks with it harder.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna pick Yu Yu. I don't think it's better, but I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm the moderator. I don't give a fuck. It's whatever. So, Brittany.
He's inciting chaos.
I'm inciting. That is exactly what I'm doing here today. Brittany, why do you think Dragon Ball has the better setting?
Because there's dinosaurs.
Bruh.
And I love
that.
That's all it takes, man, before time. Dinosaurs are cool, and they lived alongside the dinosaurs, and then we had different like species, and the colors were more vibrant. I guess when I was younger, I was just like, "Oh, this is just drawing me in."
You said they live by the dinosaurs. Let's keep it a buck. They terrorized the shit out of them dinosaurs, Joe. Gohan for a whole month was slicing up a dinosaur tail like it was fucking steaks, because Piccolo had him do it. I remember that shit.
They're the exception, because otherwise those dinosaurs are probably the apex. That's why everybody else living in cities, and only one you really see living out in the fucking Goonies is
No, nigga,
Goku and family.
we know what the apex predator on that
or
planet
Master
is.
Roshi or anyone else who can handle their
And
own.
they ain't human. It's a fucking Saiyan.
Saiyans?
Saiyans are the apex predators, Joe. I've seen them niggas eat. That's different.
Exactly. That's why like they're the apex out there. But other than that, everyone else that's not Saiyans, they're staying in cities while the dinosaurs out there roaming.
I mean, I think that's cool as hell. Like, it don't make sense, but it's
But
cool to me.
It's a big ass planet too. Like this version of Earth is big as hell. Like there's so much shit. Like imagine all the different battles they had where they're punching each other like 500 feet at a time. Like it's nothing.
You mean a canyon?
At least Yu Yu Hakusho makes sense from a certain point of view, Joe. It's more grounded in reality, despite the like apparition
It's definitely
shit.
grounded.
It's way the fuck more grounded than that shit, Joe.
I mean, it doesn't have to make sense to make sense.
I was about to say, is that the logic? Like the fucking dinosaurs? Is that the hill you want? Is that what you're saying?
That's the only takeaway.
That's the only takeaway.
Well, no, it's not. I was just saying, like in
It's
general, like.
Britney's apparently.
Well, that's I just connected with Brittany because she started with that. Like that's in my head too. I was like,
then why do you think Dragon Ball? All right, then why do you think Dragon Ball Z has a better setting than Yu Yu Hakusho?
I feel like it has a better setting because not only is there like a more defined setting of like how the Earth realm is, but when you die, like they had like their spirit realms. Like when it came to like, okay, you have like you go to this checkpoint, and you either go down to hell, or like whatever how they were said in English, or you go to that snake way.
Yeah,
it's
I was say the snake way. That was really cool.
And that was long. Like, it's just
Okay.
just
So they also had a spirit world just like Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's the main takeaway I'm hearing right now.
They had other planets too that they showed.
Other
like,
planets. They went to
that
other
looks-
dimensions. Like it's just
Okay.
it transcended. Like
more.
they went to other parts of the galaxy. Like going out to where
Man, they used Snake Way once for one arc and never revisited. Like niggas just appeared on King Ka's planet for no reason. Like yo,
he came back again, but he kind of like
watch that again,
he quick hop it. But the moment he learned instant transmission, there's no point in having to travel
it's not
anywhere.
instant. Just in general, ain't nobody took Snake Way after that shit.
No, not at all.
But we got Planet Vegeta. And
I'm pretty sure Vegeta and the other people who died, they took the Snake Way also. They just didn't show it because they didn't have to see their journey.
At least Yu Yu Hakusho, it kind of simplified and had like different like shit like defined. You had the human world, you had spirit world, and you had demon world. Each one of them served a very specific purpose. If humans died, then with the spirit world and demon world was just bullshit. It's just bullshit and fuckery, just waiting to get out, bro. Like come on, like Dragon Ball Z overcomplicated shit. There was always a new nigga on top to no degree.
It's kind of like the sense of like power scale. Like there's always gonna be something else. Like just when you think you're at top, no, you're not at top. There's always gonna be someone else. Like until you're at the top. Where
Man, they had the four.
Eventually happens.
They had the 4 Kais, the Grand Kai, the Supreme Kai, then like other Kais that just didn't have a rank for some fucking reason. Then you got angels, and you got this fucking this fucking weird ass shoulder looking motherfucker that can blink out like shit. And all right, so okay, so
yeah, and they all had like the Kais had their own separate worlds that was like all different and beautiful, and like they had like Gohan going through that training at the Supreme Kai's playing for a long time when fighting that during the boot arc. And like just the settings, like all I had very like, I mean, Kami's house is iconic.
No, Master Roshi runs a whore house with no whores. That's the worst kind of place.
Maybe
Imagine
one
going to a
off screen.
whore house and it's no whores. Like nigga, you have one job and it's not it. Like what the fuck?
He was an old man. How many women you think was gonna be like, oh yeah,
a hermit.
Clearly not a rich old dude.
He's a hermit, not a pimp.
Master Roshi had 350 years to get his shit together. You telling me he ain't got bitches? Really? That's a waste of space. But we talking about setting. Let's keep it a buck.
I think DBZ DBZ have presided much longer than Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'm like, it's kind of unfair. But Yu Yu Hakusho is really self-contained and grounded, while DBZ I think it kind of stretches itself out like Sailor Moon, where it's like, damn, y'all doing the most. I mean, as in like they still be able to ground themselves, but even me trying to listen to Super, I'm like, y'all doing a lot just to extend this shit, just to have another fight.
Yeah, I mean, but we talking sudden though. Like, if like
I know, but
Dragon
like
Ball-
the settings, as in like Yu Yu Hakusho is much more grounded.
Yes. Yu Yu
And I can connect.
Hakusho
Yu Yu
was
Hakusho had way more variety.
boring.
No, Yu Yu Hakusho had way more variety in the settings. So where we gonna fight at? We gonna fight at the mountain range where there's nothing there, or we gonna fight at the other mountain range when there's nothing there, or we can fight at the mountain range.
This is the
where there
obvious
ain't
rock you're
nothing
gonna
there.
fall into.
Well, they had stadiums too. Sail.
Yes.
Sail built the stadium and stood in the middle. Was like, come at me, bro.
And it got reduced to rubble. And it got reduced to rubble where they fought in a place where there was nothing there.
The most memorable setting I have from Yu Yu Hakusho is in a Dark Tournament. And I just remember the parts of it getting blown up when they got knocked into the wall.
Dark Tournament was
Or
fire.
when they sit in the booth.
Wait. We gonna get on story arcs in a minute. Just keep it. Just chill. But
Damn.
And at the same time, I'm loving the setting. Like my most bare setting.
Yu Yu Hakusho had tournaments. They fought in the demon world. They fought at the dark tournament. They fought in like that fucking Genkai's tournament. Like they had a variety of settings where shit happened at. Dragon Ball Z almost ended up in the same place consistently.
Well, because a lot of this shit will blow up instantly.
I know. But that ain't visually, attaching to me. There's nothing really stands out to me visually.
Did everybody say they piece on
Like,
settings? Everybody say they piece on settings? Because we.
Yes, I'm done. Next point.
All right, next point. All right.
Dinosaurs.
Hell no. Fuck that. I hate it here. All right. So
I'm mad she did that shit.
next we gonna talk about is main character. Dragon Ball Z has Goku, unfortunately, and Yu Yu Hakusho has Yusuke Urameshi. So like in both of the characterizations are drastically different, but who is the best character, Goku or Yu Yu Hakusho? Like choose a hill to die on. Yusuke. All right, so Drea.
Yusuke.
I don't have to. That's not a debate. Yusuke.
Okay. Agreed. Yusuke. Goku is the trash father, and yeah.
Besides being a trash father, trash husband, trash friend, he is so selfish. He thinks about only his needs.
He just seemed like a caricature the entire time, not an actual person.
He seemed the only thing he was good at was fighting.
I never saw Goku be like, man, maybe I should spend some time with my kids. That doesn't involve training. I never saw that shit.
That wasn't the point of the show.
Never crossed his mind. Vegeta ended up being a better dad.
Yeah,
than
he
Goku.
was.
Vegeta was a better father and a husband. And I'm like, bro,
yes.
I get, you know what? It's fucked up. I get why women be like, yo, I would fuck the shit out of Vegeta. Like, don't take that shit out of context. I'm literally paraphrasing what I've heard other women say and shit. And because they would prefer Vegeta over Goku. They would prefer Vegeta over Goku, and it's kind of like it makes sense. Vegeta literally fucked himself into the 1%. That's boy. If only I could. If only I could. Cause 90% of my problems on the regular are money related.
That's the Prince of all saying dick for you.
Yep.
And even then, Trunks was better, a more developed character than Goten. He's essentially just Goku 2.0.
Goten is basically that kid that got born after the father went to jail. Like, you never met the nigga, and suddenly he come back, and it's just like, yo, yeah, man, this is your yeah.
Clearly that's your dad.
If Goku was a nigga, he could you couldn't go to Mori and say that's not your kid, because I'm like, bro,
right,
that is clearly your fucking kid, bro.
So yeah, it sounds like we're all in agreement.
That Yusuke is the better character.
Yusuke?
Yeah, because Yusuke had a whole character arc. He had character development. Goku stayed the same from the jump. Yusuke had character development. The selfish kid who had kind of not a not so good mother, and this tough kid who finds out that he has a lot of more meaningful relationships, protecting people and fighting on other people's ass. He was still an asshole to the day, to the end, which I appreciate personally. But Yusuke had character development. He changed. You you got into the depth of like the kind of person he really was, and there were times where he showed that. And so yeah, I like Yusuke is a much better written main character. Goku is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because Yusuke, he didn't just grow as a fighter, he also grew as a character, while Goku just got stronger and stronger, but he still stayed the same goofy, hungry ass motherfucker that he always has been since a kid.
No main character is complete without his crew of flunkies, friends, whatever. You know, Yusuke, he had Kuwabara, Hiei, and Kurama, and Goku had the Z Fighters. So I want to know, so pick a hill to die on. Who had the best crew, Yusuke or Goku?
I have a question. How expansive are the Z Fighters? Like just the original crew, or are you talking about like the?
Give me a roster.
With
the Z Fighters, because they kind of
it's a lot more limited from Yu Yu Hakusho's endpoint. Okay, you know, overall roster comparison is unfair.
So all right, so for the Z Fighters, let's just say Cell Saga, because that was like peak Z Fighters at that point. And like Yu Yu Hakusho, like I said, Yusuke, Kuwabara, Hiei, and Kurama. So who had the best squad?
Dragon Ball Z, Goku.
Okay.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
Thank you. As you should.
And Drea, you saying Yu Yu Hakusho? Okay. I agree with Yu Yu Hakusho. All right, so
I enjoyed this
by myself.
You by yourself. All right, Brittany, you're gonna have to make a case for yourself. Why do you think Dragon Ball had a better roster?
Because I remember the characters' personalities more, and yes, I'm biased because I literally watch Yu Yu Hakusho like once, and I watch Dragon Ball Z a lot, so I remember their personalities more. But I think they made Goku. They were like they had his back. They were. I feel like I'm reaching. They were good people.
It's almost like you should have told.
Was a stepdad.
It's almost like you should have told Yu Yu Hakusho. If you reaching,
keep on going, baby.
Yeah.
Keep on going, baby.
Okay, we talking
Tell them about Piccolo, baby. Tell them about Piccolo.
That's why it's a hill to die on. So come on.
I'm about to die on this hill.
Okay,
Piccolo alone is a reason why Goku was able to do all this stuff. Well, Piccolo, Goku didn't have to be a dad because Piccolo was there. Piccolo was the man. Okay?
Not gonna lie, probably one of the realest motherfuckers in all anime.
Yes, one of the realest niggas in anime, and he did so much for Goku.
He didn't do shit for Goku. He did it all for Gohan. That's different.
I understand that, but like he didn't have to raise his son because Piccolo was there. And Piccolo was training him. Piccolo was a good fucking friend. And imagine, like, remember where he started off and then where he ended up. And he was always good support. Like, he was just a good ass fucking character. So I'm gonna go ahead and die on that fucking hill.
That's one character. All right, so.
Oh, just one. Okay, let's go through the rest of the
character. Like, look, Vegeta was so snaky around the Cell Saga. Like, I still liked it.
Yeah, but here's the thing you have to understand though. A lot of the people in the Z Fighters, like they only friends with Goku because they had the ambition to try to beat Goku. That was clearly wasted ambition. Like remember when Tien had took that L? He was like, okay, one day Goku, I'm gonna train to beat you, nigga. I have never known a nigga to waste his life more than Tien, cause that nigga ain't never he literally wasted his life.
His life away. That's to Brittany's point. It's like the Z Fighters, they put their life literally on the line for the cause that's helping out Goku. There's so many times. Like I'm gonna switch it. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna rebuttal on both ends. I'm going both sides. Wait. I'm a penny here and a penny there.
It doesn't matter because Kuwabara is the most underappreciated person in the squad.
I do like Kuwabara.
He deserves more appreciation.
Kuwabara is the underappreciated himbo.
I like Kuwabara though, but I'm gonna say the Z Fighters are definitely a better crew. At least for the main character. They support that nigga.
All right,
when he's failing.
Yu Yu Hakusho had better character development with the squad.
Period.
Period.
Okay.
Like,
I don't think they gave a shit about the Z fighters. They were just,
literally
posse.
a pillar for for
Everybody else in Yu Yu Hakusho, they had their own shit. They had their own story. They had their own growth. Kurobar was underappreciated. Kie was a fire ice demon baby that got yeeted from a goddamn floating island because he was born male.
Kurama was a legendary bandit. He had a whole backstory, and like it conflicted with his human nature when his mother and shit came into play. And Kuwabara was just like Yusuke's like eternal rival, more or less. But we all know like he's basically the Vegeta of that show. Let's be real. And so at least
he's a friendly Vegeta. With the honor code.
Vegeta wouldn't risk the world just for a good fight. Vegeta's an asshole in that. Cause he literally told Cell, "Hey man, go ahead, get the bitch. Go ahead, get the bitch, so we can have a good fight." Which was the biggest catch-22 ever, bro. Like, nigga, why would you do this? And like Trunks, like, nigga, I've seen the bullshit that happens from this. Why? Like, bro.
Vegeta's arrogance.
Vegeta had a pride problem.
I mean, he was a flawed character, but look where he's at now in Super.
Yeah. So all right. So we in agreement. Okay. You know what? Okay. So it's all right. So choose the final. All right. So shit. I am drunk.
What?
Anyway.
What are you taking?
All right. So next topic. Villains. Who had the better villains? Like, Yusuke was a spirit detective. He had to fight niggas on a regular, and like a lot of the villains that kind of fucked shit up on Dragon Ball Z were really coming after Goku. Goku caused more problems than he solved. Let's keep it a buck. But choose a hill to die on. Who had the better villains?
Dragon Ball.
All right, so Ken is Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna still go with Dragon Ball, but I remember this fucking.
All right,
I think Dragon Ball probably have more memorable villains because they use them a lot.
Damn.
And they really drag it out. Like, how many times you gonna get Frieza?
I mean, honestly, I was gonna say it's usually Frieza.
And still.
Yeah, but that's.
As in, like, they utilize them a lot. But when I think of Yu Yu Hakusho, I really have to think about your villains. Other than the Sakura brothers, Sensui. That's it.
You know what?
People in the tournaments, I'm like, do they really count? They become home.
Well, like,
I think I'm gonna go with Dragon Ball 2, fair, because Dragon Ball had more memorable characters. Like even because like what you had the Saiyans, you had Vegeta, Nappa, Raditz. Then you had Frieza. Then you had the androids and Cell. Then you had Majin
you
Buu.
naming them off. You naming them.
Yeah. So
go ahead, keep going.
So yeah, you had them just by themselves. What's up? Jiren really wasn't a villain. Well, he was more of an obstacle, if anything else, though.
Even back to like Dr. Gero early on, like how
Android
shit was. Like who the fuck? Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
And then even like in original Dragon Ball, like all the Red Ribbon Army. All the generals in there, like
yeah, Red Ribbon, like, and that's what's fucked about it. But that's kind of what's fucked about it because most of the problems that they had to deal with in Dragon Ball Z were because of Goku. Like off rip. Like the Saiyans came to Earth.
With the Saiyans came to Earth. It was not Goku's fault. They were just
they were looking. They were actively looking for this nigga because they knew he was.
That's not his fault.
They were there because of him. I'm not saying it's his fault, but
it wasn't his fault. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
They were there because of him. Frieza came back. Frieza came back to Earth with like half his ass made out of metal because of Goku. The androids came about. The androids came about because what Goku did to the Red Ribbon Army. Like that bibbity bobbity boo shit. That's entirely different. That's just random chance at this point.
I was like, DBZ have very memorable characters, but Yu Yu Hakusho, those villains gave you more interesting story. It ain't just a fight. They did other kind of struggles, like the Game Master when they trapped them in the game and they had to figure out how to battle out of it. You have that guy that was giving them riddles.
So they fleshed out their villains a little bit more.
I think it's just a bit more dynamic. As in, with Yu Yu Hakusho, you're gonna get a fight. But here's like there's different kind of struggles. There are different, like philosophical issues, like with Sensui when he found the black tape, and now he doesn't believe in humanity anymore. Fuck everybody, gang, gang, gang.
Yeah, I feel you. They don't really go into any really backstories with the villains in Dragon Ball Z too often. Like, honestly, did we even get one for Frieza? Just besides him
Frieza
being,
was just an asshole.
Well,
an asshole.
He's
I was like, just an
born,
asshole.
He's just born into royalty with power and is an asshole. Like,
so he's an
literally
asshole.
like he seems like. So what's interesting about Frieza though, in the like when you take his whole character development, if you factor in Super as well, is that he's just a bratty, privileged asshole who was.
He's Joffrey.
He's destined to rule a galaxy.
And Frieza is white. Is literally white. So I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
He literally has slaves.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and then without trying to give too much spoilers, but to see him like work with Goku towards the end to beat like that feel like that's kind of like a
full circle.
Yeah, full circle. Like it's main villain, main arch what's it called?
Arch nemesis.
Yeah, arch nemesis. Like,
all right, that's villains. All right, so let's go overall story. Who had the better better story arcs? Who had the better overall story?
Man, this is actually really easy.
It is.
It's
Yu Yu Hakusho. The story for Dragon Ball Z is trash. Like, it's so. The older I get, I'm just kind of like, why did I find this so interesting? And I think it was just because it was a lot of fighting, powering up, and all that stuff. A lot of flash, but story-wise, it ain't a lot of meat there when it comes to Dragon Ball Z.
I think it's just a never-ending story.
It is. It's like
the most story was the android saga when they're like trying to figure out where are these androids going on.
Yes.
Like, what is this? Where this person come from the future to warn us about something? Like, and Goku's gonna die. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we need to find a cure for it. But all of a sudden he's still
they were like
it turned to like from a battle anime to more like a mystery or
a mystery.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, so everybody pick Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It develops a lot. Especially from some delinquent who later find out that he's like part demon baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Yu Yu Hakusho had the best story because, like, I don't care who you like. Even though Dragon Ball Z had like tournament arcs, like Yu Yu Hakusho had the tournament arc. Like the Dark Tournament was the most lit arc ever. Like, bro, you cannot. It had everything. It had raw ass fights. It had intrigue. It has like plots and backstabbing and all that shit. It was so engrossing. I like last week. Last week I literally rewatched the whole fucking Dark Tournament arc. That was the most fun I ever had.
Yeah, 90% of what I retain from Yu Yu Hakusho that makes me deem it awesome comes within the Dark Tournament arc. Like that whole arc was just superb. Like without that arc, I would feel like that show would really be too much without that arc. That arc itself.
Talking about the Dark Tournament, the shit that made me laugh is when that guy released the smoke, thought he turned Kurama into a baby.
Oh, that was the funniest shit ever. Because all you did was
Kurama come out and shit.
Incite problems. Like, boy.
And Kurama, like, I like that shit.
The look of fear on my man's face was so hilarious. After the bullshit he pulled at the beginning of that fight, boy, that shit was ridiculous.
It's just, I think that Sensui arc is the most underappreciated because it's not like the rest of them. Everybody else, you have like, different tournaments, you have different battle stages and whatnot, where you have multiple villains, but this was like centered on one guy with one agenda because, he was a spirit detective that kind of been disenchanted with everything.
Whole story of Yu Yu Hakusho has been darker, more development, just overall better. It's just another nigga that steps up when it came to Dragon Ball. Like, it's like, who else? It's just
a stronger
higher,
nigga.
It's just moving the decimal point and power scale over. That's all it's doing. Like,
that's definitely what it was doing.
Multiply it exponentially when it comes to the next big motherfucker that fight.
They gotta be in the chamber a little bit longer to train.
Man.
All right, so we agree. Yu Yu Hakusho had the best story arcs, the best overall story.
They had story, period.
I mean, it had the intention to do that.
I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z's standard was pretty low when it came to the story. So.
You right?
Goku would just sock him.
Because
I'm strong. Step up.
Yeah, because I still say to this day, Akira Toriyama can't write a story where to save his own life. Because like this shit is. All right, so last topic. The verdict. Which is better overall, Yu Yu Hakusho or Dragon Ball Z? Pick a hill to die on.
Can you go first?
I gotta go first.
Because
I always go first.
Niggas.
I'm going to say Dragon Ball. You know why? Why I think it's better?
Oh, come on, man. Not again.
Not
Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, this shit is, I swear to God. I swear.
Okay, it's Dragon Ball because
of his impact. Because
that's a low bar.
That is a low bar. I ain't gonna lie. That's
a low bar impact. You know, there's a man that I work with now. The only anime he watches Dragon Ball, but he got Dragon Ball merch. I'm like, how you let your anime experience stop and start?
Because that's that's the problem with a lot of people who like Shonen.
Well, I'm not saying
they
just
only
because of
Shonen.
that.
But that's the impact, though. The goddamn fan base.
Well, if you weigh in the choices from earlier, you know, kind of bouncing back and forth between the two, like, you know, point for each side. So, but overall, I would say Dragon Ball. Yeah, I love Yu Yu Hakusho. I love them both, but overall, just the overall meat when it comes to, yeah, it lacked in a lot of sense when it came to character development, story development, just any development other than how quickly can you guys power up or show off new power-ups and quickly destroy environments to show off how powerful you are. But other than that, like, just how much it brought anime into a whole nother audience that they don't need that much. Like, we don't need to really be have that much well-developed characters in order to really be enthralled enough to, because a lot of people, when they really get into it, they kind of watch it on the side, or you know, we're younger, so we don't need to process that. We don't have to, we just want to see more flashy stuff. We're not really that enthralled into the story when we're a little younger, you know, compared to now. While, you know, at that time, like, that captured our attention more. Like, these characters that you see, like with the villains, nowhere near developed as Yu Yu Hakusho villains, but they captured our memory more. They captured our attention more because at the time, that's what sticks to us. While now, yeah, what captures our attention more is the characters that have a deeper background, yeah, more development, yeah, the richer characters. But back then, we just wanted the flashy stuff, and that's what we got out of Dragon Ball, and that's what's more memorable, what's more impactful.
I will give you that.
What's the hell everybody else dying on? That's what I'm
no, I'm fucking Yu Yu Hakusho to the day I die. I'm sorry. That was like the first anime that I've watched religiously, and I will watch that shit multiple times. Hands down.
Okay, can I?
Period.
What's your?
If I'm watching Dragon Ball, it's Team 4-star. Unfortunately,
damn. You know
I'm
what?
here for the comedy.
you ain't lying. That shit hits different. Okay. Brittany.
I haven't been this conflicted in a long time.
Yo, we literally gave you the chance to procrastinate this shit.
You told me to go first, and I went. Go, Brittany.
Baby just gotta watch Yu Yu Hakusho, but go ahead. We know what you're gonna pick, baby. Go ahead.
As of now, as an almost 30-year-old woman, I will say it's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Hey!
It's Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wow.
It hurts a little bit. It does hurt, but it's a better show.
that shit crazy.
I'm humming it so we don't get copyrights.
So what?
Hey, well, you know what? All right, so
No. Don't give her that much credit. I saw what you did there, Brittany. You
What?
separated old Brittany from current Brittany.
She said nearly 30-year-old.
30-year-old. What
I
was
said
the rest?
almost 30. I ain't there
Almost.
yet. But
You
Almost.
kissing it lightly like.
Oh, bro, mouth is open at this point. Like,
see, you
But,
see,
yeah.
you kissed Thirdly Lightning. Like, motherfucker 30 walked up on me with a baseball bat. Like, nigga, what's good? Like, hold up, bro. I ain't ready for this
oh
shit.
no, I'm making out with 30.
No, you know what? It's the worst thing. It's the worst thing to turn 30 during the fucking pandemic. Cause you fucking is like, yo,
Yeah,
I walked into the shit 29. I blinked and I was 31. I have no idea what the fuck happened for the last year and a half. That shit is ridiculous. That's how that shit feels.
It's like coming out the snap.
It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, really.
All right, we getting off track.
Damn.
We getting off.
Can you imagine being
hey,
grown but you on timeout?
Hey, we getting off. We getting off point. We
It's
getting off
okay.
point.
It's okay.
So
It's okay.
you
Man in Iron Mask.
so you chose Yu Yu Hakusho, right?
Okay, Will, what you
Alright.
doing? Devil advocate? Prince of Chaos?
Shit. I'm gonna
Be true to yourself, though.
No, I'm gonna keep it a bug. I'm gonna have to get that shit to Yu Yu Hakusho. It's a better overall. It's better overall. That's real. Here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing. Dragon Ball, like, as like the nostalgia. I recognize the nostalgia has a hand in a lot of decisions that motherfuckers made. They were like, cause it colors people's perspectives when it comes to like their favorite anime. Yu Yu Hakusho had better character development. It made me more invested in the characters, even in the villains and the opposition, the fucking ops. I get invested in the fucking ops, nigga. Like, I never give a fuck about the ops in fucking Dragon Ball. Like no, these niggas just need to die. They causing too much shit. So yeah, like Yu Yu Hakusho just has the better overall series from the jump. And like, cause like shit that happened at the beginning of it doesn't stay the same at the end of it. And with Dragon Ball, you can't say that because a lot of the niggas at the beginning of Dragon Ball still playing that same role. They haven't really progressed that much.
Tien,
Yamcha downgraded like a motherfucker.
I mean, at the same time, you look at it, Yamcha was the main one scared as fuck during the Android saga. Like, when they was all trying to investigate shit, he was the main one being scaredy cat. He didn't have a tail, but he had his tail between his legs. It was like, no, y'all, we shouldn't do this. All
right, so Yu Yu Hakusho, better overall series, better character development. I think settings was inconclusive. Main character had a better main character. I don't know what did everybody say for crew. I say that Yu Yu Hakusho had a better crew.
Hands down.
Okay.
I didn't say that, but you know.
I mean, by the majority.
Yeah, by the
majority.
Right. Villains.
No,
and the villains, DBZ
Yu Yu
had it.
Hakusho. We gave it.
Wait.
No, we gave it DBZ.
Yeah, we gave it to DBZ, and like story Yu Yu Hakusho. So I guess by consensus, Yu Yu Hakusho is the superior shonen anime. So I don't know what to tell
about
you.
To be mad, boy.
It did more and less. It did more and less. It did better and less. It just did it.
All right, so if you have any opinions and if this video blows up, and I'm quite certain people will have opinions by that point, feel free to put them in the comment section down below where we may or may not give a fuck, because you know, shonen niggas be different. Anyway, that's all the time we have for you today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, oh damn, that's right, this is not my channel, fuck. Subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe to Echo 4. And this is Echo 4 signing off. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye. Deuces.